Getting ready to start here. A couple minutes. We got the wheel rolling. We got 3 mega boxes. We're ready. How's everybody doing tonight? Not on Whatnot today because, yeah, my boxes for the Whatnot break did not arrive in time. So that'll have to be pushed to Thursday. Hopefully they show up tomorrow. Should have been today. But it happens. Orioles NL, what's up? Yes, let's get some White Sox hits. Let's get some hits for everybody. Why is my thingy off? That's better. All right. Let's kick it off with a little wheel action here. We got a ton of teams to random off. I had to take a bunch of spots at the end, so let's see how it goes. Still some great teams left on the wheel. We're going to start with Gilberto, who's got Boston. And we'll random off all the teams, and then I will take the last 8 spots. 4 spots, 8 P1, blah, blah, blah. 4 P1G1 spots, 8 teams. So, all right, Gilberto. Let's see who you got with the Sox there. Once I get the wheel to be a wheel. Here we go. All right. All right, Nationals for Gilberto. Nice one. Next up, we got Palyu Cards with the Dodgers. And you are going to have the Rangers. As you can see on the wheel, Toronto is still available. Wild. Next up, we got weird looking guy with the Giants. Our resident Giants fan here. So, pairing with the Giants, they got the Orioles. Nice. Looking for Samuel Basallo, who is just in everything, it appears. Next up, we got Martine with the White Sox. White Sox and the D-backs. Next up, we got Brian with the Pirates. Looking for that Connor Griffin. Oh, there you go. Cleveland. Got the Guardians. Looking for Chase DeLauder too. So a couple of top rookies off the wheel. Next up, we got Mighty back with the Brew Crew. Mighty Beck's gonna have the Mets. Another nice rookie class there. We got Jonah Tong. Got Nolan McLean. Not a bad pairing. All right, Lex MLB cards with the Cubbies. Looking for PCA, maybe get some MVP buyback going on here. Cubbies and the Twins. All right, Collection Rhea up next. Looking for JJ Weatherholt with the Cardinals. That's gonna be the Athletics. Sorry, the Braves, not the Athletics. All right, 3 more spins. We got Pinstripe cards with the Yankees. Yankees and Padres. Finn Cardist up next with the Royals. Maybe also looking for Bobby Witt, some Jack Caggs, and also the Rockies. Last spin, Gilberto's got Detroit. He's gonna pick up one more team here, and then the rest I will take. Looks like it's gonna be the Rays or the Mariners. Gonna be the Rays. Got Carson Williams. That means I take the Athletics, the Reds, the Angels, the Marlins, the Mariners, and the Blue Jays. All right. Here we go. We're going to throw it back here to the old school nostalgia riff days. And with the Junk Wax Journey coming up again here in a week or so, we're going to throw it back to a couple throwback rips to start. We got 2 1993 Topps Jumbo Packs from Series 2. 5 Topps Gold cards in there. I can't remember if Jeter is in Series 1 or Series 2, but we're going to rip them. Let's see. Maybe we get some decent Topps Golds. Maybe a black gold. Just looking for some stars. Looking for something interesting. Start us off while some people join the stream here. All right, we got Charlie Hayes there, former Phil. Pat Rapp. Ryan Lazinski. Got the managers, Johnny Oates, Bobby Cox. More managers. Scott Taylor. Darryl Whitmore. Ton of Marlins in here. I guess Series 2 is probably the debut of the Marlins and Rockies, so they're really highlighting them here. Jose Oquendo. Eric Young. Spring training shot with the Cactus. Jim Poole, Team USA member. Got Wilson Alvarez there. Gerald Perry. Joe Table, Jose Mesa. Finley. Scott Sanderson. Greg Harris. We got our gold cards coming up here. Chuck Krim. Aldred. Stan Belinda. There we go. All right, first one. Eric Young for the Rocks. Bob Walk for the Pirates. We got some 1992 All-Stars. Sheffield and Edgar Martinez on the gold card. That's pretty cool. There we go. Bo Jackson. Bo knows the All-Stars. That one's for the White Sox. Martine. Nice little throwback addition there. We got Donald Harris for the Rangers. All right. We got anybody else interesting here? Lampkin. Todd Van Poppel. 1990 top draft pick. Jim Thome, Hall of Famer. Donald Harris again. Joe Millette for the Phils. We'll take that one. Dave Henderson. Dibble. Jimmy Jones. Jeff Nelson. Bohannon. And Patrick Mahomes' father there, Pat Mahomes. All right. One more of those real quick. We'll skip through the base just looking for the vets, and we'll check out the the gold cards, and then we'll get right into ripping these Topps Chrome. Here we go. See if we got anybody. There's a Ryan Klesko rookie. Jeff Conine, son of Griffin Conine, father of Griffin Conine. My bad. Javi Lopez. There's Dante Bichette with the Rockies. Check this card. Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer. Ricky Jordan for the Phils. There's Messina, second year Messina, indeed. Oh, we got a gold Klesko top prospects. That would have been very cool in 1993. There's Jeff Conine. Will we end up with the same collation that we had at the beginning of the pack? Yes, we will. Todd Van Poppel, managers, and Mark Hutton, coming attraction. Too bad. George Bell there, Chili Davis, Baronia, Valentine, and Andu Arcedeno. All right, there you go. There's your appetizer for the main course. Let's get into 2026 Topps Chrome. We'll move these off to the side for now. I opened 3 of these for a retail review video. Did pretty good. I got 3 numbered cards and 1 auto, so that's my kind of baseline. Tons of X-Fractors. I think there were 10 per box, so hopefully we get some parallels of the guys we're looking for. Here we go. Christian Campbell there for the Red Sox. DeGrom. Jimmy Crooks. There's a Jordan on the MVP buyback. Willie Adames on the X-Fractor. There's a Judge, Wrecking Crew, and base Connor Griffin for the Pirates. Stack up those Connor Griffin rookies. Here we go. Pack 2. Be crazy if we got a redemption or something. All right. Looks like maybe a home and away there. There's Pajes. There's Andrew Painter for the Phils. PCA on the 1991. Carson Williams Refractor. That's a nice one. Sal Frelick X-Fractor. Bogarts X-Fractor. And Adolis Garcia. A little bit miscut there. QC hasn't been super great on Topps Chrome, I don't think. See a lot of stuff miscut off center. Refractor. PCA 1991. We'll throw that one on the stage. Why not? Gotta get something up there. PCA, just see him walk it off the other day. Was it last night? Awesome. What a great player. Kerry Carpenter. Will Smith for the Dodgers. Stowers. Henry Davis. Yamamoto X-Fractor for the Dodgers. That's a nice one. Senga X-Fractor and Melton rookie. Halfway done. Box 1. Alright, what is that? It's a Future Stars. There's J-Ram. Got Alex Freeland. Jack Caggs Future Stars for the Royals. That's going to be Finn Cardist. First decent hit of these 3 boxes. Hopefully not the last one. There's a Giancarlo Stanton on the refractor. Oh, there we go. Shohei X-Fractor for the Dodgers. Polyuk cards. MVP buyback probably. Or at least a very good chance. Alright, we got the Tatis big ticket. And we got Jimenez. There's Glaber. Seager. Luis Morales, past to present. Seager. Jeff McNeil on the X-Fractor. Riley Green on the X-Fractor. And Dylan Beavers, base rookie. What are the retail exclusives? I guess we got Static Noise and we got Logo light board. We should get, maybe we get a logo light board. I mean, I guess they are case hits, so. Last pack, box 1. Dodger spot paid for, indeed, already. There's Imanaga. Austin Riley. Carson Williams again. There's Chase DeLauder refractor. Not bad. Isaac Collins Cup X-Fractor. There's PCA. We're getting MVP buybacks like crazy. And Alejandro Kirk. Chase DeLauder refractor there. Nice one. Carson Williams base. All right, that's box 1. These boxes are literally 50% inserts and 50% base cards. It's crazy. Oh no, Connor Griffin, come back. Box 2, here we go. Cub spot, maybe. We'll see. I'm not sure what the X-Fractors are going for right now for PCA. I'm not sure how confident people are in his odds to win the MVP. All right, box 2, pack 1. Grisham there. Tatis. Bader. Patrick Bailey on the refractor. Trey Turner X-Fractor. We love that one. There we go. Shohei big ticket. These look a lot better in chrome than in the base, I think. And Dylan Dingler. One of the most underrated catchers maybe in all of MLB, I think. Nobody talking about him. All right. We got Brian Wu. We got past present, I guess, there. Hunter Green. Past to present, Altuve Biggio for the Astros. There's Basayo on the 91. Nice looking card. McGreevy X-Fractor. Devers X-Fractor, and JP Crawford. Soto leading us off. Troy Melton having a great year. Nootbaar. Langoliers Refractor. Varsho X-Fractor. Chandler Simpson X-Fractor. And there's the base, JJ Weatherhold. Put it up there with Connor Griffin. I got my piles mixed up. There we go. Three packs left, halfway through box 2. There's Brett Beatty for the Mets. Semien, Mets box. Robert Suarez. There's Matt McLean. Hunter Brown X-Fractor. Bryce Harper on the Wrecking Crew. And Victor Scott. Rodon for the Yankees. There's Valera. This guy was prospect forever. For Rosarania. There's a Garrett Cole Refractor. Michael Garcia X-Fractor. Keyshaw X-Fractor on the Cup card. And Tovar. 639. I think that should be the same. I don't know why it looked like maybe it was the image variation. Well, I guess the image variations are all refractors. Last pack, box 2. Julio right there. I'm shocked we didn't get any numbered cards in 2 boxes. That's crazy. Scherzer. There's a totally rookie. Jack Kaggs on the Perspectives. Great looking card. Freddie Peralta, X-Fractor, B-Ray X-Fractor, and Denzer Guzman there for the Angels. I guess Perspectives are pretty tough in retail. I'm trying to think if I pulled one in my personal box. I think I did. Top loader is stuck. What the hell? There we go. Nice Jack Kaggs there. Totally rookie. All right. Down to box 3. Nothing to write home about yet, but this is the plate of retail. No guaranteed hits. Unless you're opening Finest or Bowman blasters, I guess. Speaking of which, I have a Bowman Blaster Break on 2 Bowman Blaster Breaks on Thursday. they're both about 2/3 of the way full. So if you like a team, have a look on Whatnot. Very reasonably priced. I think most teams are under 10 euros. So 5 boxes each break. There we go. Xander Bogaerts there. Schlittler rookie, like that. Contreras. There's a George Kirby refractor. Dylan Dingler X-Fractor. There's PCA again on the big ticket. And Victor Scott again. Schlittler rookie. All right, pack 2, last box. Yamamoto leading us off. What is that? Something white? Can't tell. Tatis again. Past to present. Edgar Martinez, Cal Raleigh, past to present for Seattle. There's Skeens on the 1991. JP Crawford X-Fractor. There we go. JJ Weatherholt X-Fractor. Finally a parallel of one of the big rookies. Who are we still looking for at this point? McGonigal? Sal Stewart? McLean? Benj? Quite a few, actually, I guess. Senga again for the second or third time. Bader. Hunter Green. Refractor Bryce Matthews. X-Fractor Maximo Acosta. Justin Verlander X-Fractor, and again, Denzer Guzman. I can't believe we're getting so many duplicates in 3 boxes. Three packs remain. We got to get a numbered card or an auto. We got to get something. Otherwise, this is just terrible luck. All right, Logan Webb, Gaussman, Matt McLean, Valera again, Justin Crawford rookie X-Fractor. I love that one. Freddie Freeman on the Wrecking Crew, and Nolan Arenado base. All right, the penultimate pack. Wyatt Langford flying through the air. Randy Arozarena again. Tolley again. You don't mind getting that one though. Nathan Church refractor. Cam Smith X-Fractor. Victor Scott X-Fractor, and Justin Crawford base card. That's the 4th Victor Scott card we got. 3 base and 1 X-Fractor. That's crazy. Last pack. Hoping for some last pack magic here. 1-of-1 logo, man. Something. No numbered cards in 3 megas. That's incredibly unlikely. Sal Frelick there. Vinny P. There's a Yamamoto on the Perspectives. Very cool. Tovar, X-Fractor, Denzer Guzman, and Cam Smith to round it out. That was a rough one. Let's do a little recap. We didn't get a single Murakami of any variety. All right, key rookies, we got a few. Tolley, base. Schlittler, base. Tolley, base again. Carson Williams, base. We got the JJ Weatherhold base and the Connor Griffin base. Got the JJ Weatherhold X-Fractor. We'll put that one in the top loader. Why are these top loaders sticking together? There's a PCA 1991. There we go. We got some buybacks. We got the Jordan buyback. We got the PCA buyback. Cags Future Stars. Shohei X-Fractor. That's going to be an MVP buyback probably. Cags on the Perspectives and Yamamoto on the Perspectives. That's going to wrap it up for the retail break. Next time, I think I will do 5 boxes again. I did 3 this time, but I feel like 5 is just a little bit better hedge. Got a better chance to get something nice. If you like this kind of content, give me a follow. Find me on Instagram. Find me on Whatnot. Got 2 breaks filling on Whatnot right now as we speak for Thursday. Bowman Chrome breaks coming very soon. Waiting for Tops to drop the odds. Thanks again, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good evening. Peace.